Can you tell me what you find most exciting about the 2008 election?
Of course, I find it most exciting that there's such a diverse group of people. Like there's a woman, an African American, and then the Caucasian, which is interesting because that hasn't happened in like a really, really long time. I'm actually mostly interested in actually the immigration that's going on and what they plan to do with it, and also the underpaid people that are working like the lower class instead of the upper class, and what they're going to do to help them. Because I think for us to become a better like economic place, like we need to also help the lower class get better situated. I'm actually looking to endorse Hillary Clinton. I guess mostly because she's a woman and it's the first time, and it would be amazing to see someone like her in power finally. And I think she has great support because her husband has also been in presidency, so he can like help guide her, and like together they'll be like perfect, I think, because he was also my favorite president so far. So yeah. I'm interested in the outcome, even though I know Hillary's a little bit behind Obama right now, but hopefully everything works out. Everything happens for a reason. So,
What would you say to people who believe that Obama is the best candidate for the Democratic Party?
I'm Democratic myself, but I would just say keep an open mind. Don't just be biased just because you like him better or just because you heard him say one thing. Look at all of his goals, long-term and short-term, what he's done in the past, and the connections I guess he has too that can help in the future.
My opinions and the issues for the election, first off, I'd like to say that for me, looking at Republican and Democratic parties, they're, for me, two different management teams working for the same power, the same puppeteer. I believe we still have the same issues that have been going on. They're reoccurring. They haven't changed. And the reason because of that is because every single president we've had, besides Nixon and Kennedy, have been a Freemason. For this election, to be quite honest, I would love to vote. I probably will vote because I feel that no matter what, it still gives me a power. It's not wasting my time, it's enhancing my time. But I do believe that my vote will be wasted, as it has been wasted by many other people in the past elections I've seen. I think they bring different angles, which still create the same problems.
We have a more diverse selection of candidates, basically a female, never seen before, and a colored male, like in Obama. So I thought that's pretty interesting. It's different dynamics.
And what issues are you particularly interested in?
I'm really concerned about basically just the war, what their view on the war is, and what they wanted to do or what they want to do in the future regarding the war, along with basically the economy, like what they plan on doing. Hillary, because of where her relationship with Bill Clinton, my favorite president so far, and Obama also because he's a very good speaker. Whoever's coming out of the Democratic Party would be a really good candidate, really interesting candidate.
I think it's very good that we have like new candidates, new type of issues. We have a new mixture going on up in there, so I really like it. It's very exciting. Social Security, most importantly, education, because we're here at school. Those are the main ones I really pay attention to.
What's interesting about the candidates for you?
But right now, because I'm African American and I'm a woman, I have two controversial decisions to make because of the Clinton and Barack Obama. So I really pay attention to both of those two to get a point across.
Great. Is there anything you want to add on that?
Yeah, I love them, both of them, Clinton and Barack Obama. So it really got my attention to pay attention to the issues, because before I really didn't want to try and vote, but now I really into it. I'm really watching the news, watching all kind of info. With technology playing a main role in the election now, it's really making a greater impact on the younger community, and it is allowing everyone to see the issues and all the views from each side at different areas of technology where you can see it on the web, TV. Sometimes, most of the time, I get information I have off of my phone. So it's really advanced everything. It made it much easier for us younger people who's always on the go to get our information.
I would have to say the number one issue this election season is probably the economy, just because, the talks of a recession, and obviously that's something that's going to impact me greatly in the next few years because I will be entering the workforce. So obviously everything's important, like healthcare and things such as that, but I would say the economy is the number one thing right now. The diversity among the candidates is unbelievable this year, and I mean, in the 2004 elections, I had just turned 18, and so I was kind of going off of what my parents' views were. And now that I've been through a few more years of college, and I'm now going to be turning 22 for this election, I'm really going to be able to base my opinion off of what I've learned in the last few years. And I'm actually a registered Republican. However, I'm liking Obama, so obviously things have changed, and I've kind of come to my own views, which I think is very important.
There's some interesting candidates. There's it could be the first woman president, it could be the first black president. They each have something different about them. Probably healthcare and probably immigration and stuff like that. Why? It just to me like what's going to go on with that, because it's been going on for a while. Also the war, how we're going to get out of that, how we're all going to deal with that. So I don't have a necessarily like preference. I'm nonpartisan, so I'm not really sure what I am yet. I'm leaning towards like Democratic. In the primaries, I voted for Barack, and he has a clear voice. He knows what he's saying, and he's just an outright man who knows what he's doing. So that's what I'm kind of looking for: honesty and someone that knows that they can change the economy, not just by saying stuff, just by like knowing that he could do it.
2008 elections I find kind of interesting because this is the first one in a long time that I see is a little too close to call. I mean, just in the Democratic primaries, it's kind of hard to tell who's going to win for that, and then once it comes to the actual elections, it's kind of hard to tell where it's going to go from there. I don't really have like a particular like direction that I think they should go, but I really think it's important to see who is going to be able to do what with the Iraq situation. Because I mean, of course, I got my own opinions, but I think this next presidential election is really going to be telling for that situation and where it could go from here. Someone who knows how to act well under pressure, someone who actually can take criticism and still keep on going with his course. And because regardless of who's in office, whether it's Democrat or Republican, Obama or Hillary, they're going to be criticized. It's not a matter of, Bush was criticized, but I think no matter who's in office, they're going to be criticized just as much. So for me, it's just, who has, the wisdom to, call upon the people beneath them that are experts and to actually act well under pressure. I think there's a couple of candidates that have already done that so far in these primaries. I think the youth vote is important, especially if, I think now more than ever, I think we're going to have a lot more of the youth voting. I mean, as opposed to previous years, I mean, you look back in Vietnam, there was a lot of youth voting then because there was a lot of youth that was being impacted by the decisions that were being made. Whereas, the years between then and now, not a lot of youth was voting because there wasn't any pressing issue that really affected them. But I think now with the Iraq War and all the stuff going on and the fact that, we're now all getting out of college or, going into college, I think now more than ever there's going to be a large turnout for 25 and under.